covering the Northern Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A Bahamian gospel artist and the Gateway Outreach Ministry praise team out of Bimini will be hosting their second album release concert. Jesus Remains came out in January of this year, and the group recently held a release concert in the capital, and there was great demand for one to be held in Grand Bahama. Jadorde says it is an album of worship that they are proud to perform.
In that album, you have full of testimonies of how good God's been to us, and just really celebrating who He is. When you have songs like Kingdom Come Medley that's being played on the radio all the time, these are the songs that really just minister just about how awesome our God is. And we just want to share that with the people of Freeport. We've been to Nassau where it's been well received, and the songs on the album, they're being in heavy rotation, and so we just really wanted to come and just celebrate and be a blessing to the people of Freeport.
Now he says that the audience can expect to be moved Friday night at Jubilee Cathedral.
We can expect a lot of worship because that's what this album is about. It's an album about worship, and just by the title itself, we know that it is about worshiping the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, Jesus Christ. We can expect also featuring myself along with the Gateway Outreach Ministry praise team. We have Mrs. Carl Thurston from right here, Jubilee Cathedral. We also have Lady Shanlin Grant from Universal Household of Faith, and PJ Roberts, one of the DJs at Dove 101s. These are some awesome ministries, and we're looking forward to sharing with them.
Well, Jesus Remains album release concert is scheduled for 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. And tonight we continue our profile of mothers, but this report has a different perspective. Our Italia Hall talks to a young mother who was in the Valley of Decision a few years ago, and she says she's happy she decided to accept the role of motherhood.
25-year-old Daphne Cartwright is originally from Sweetings Key, and the story as to how motherhood began for her is a bit different. She got pregnant at the tender age of 16. Daphne says when she found out she was not sure who to turn to, but a cousin advised her to get an abortion. But she says just as she was about to make that decision, another family member shared her story and told her that she does not wish for anyone else to experience the same situation.
The moment she told that to me, it's like she didn't know what was going on. It was almost like God sent her to tell me, don't do it. And I was like, I can't imagine doing that. And I was like, I'm not going to go through with it. My mom found out, and I knew she was crushed. But she never showed it one day. She decided to support me fully. Now my son is 8 years old, and I realize, like, I give God all the thanks that I didn't go through with that abortion.
She says being pregnant was a life-changing experience for her.
I was scheduled to graduate June of 2009. I wasn't able to walk for my graduation because I was pregnant, and that hurt me so bad because that was the one thing I wanted to do for my mother.
Daphne was still able to graduate from high school, and her education did not stop there. She says statistics showed that she would have a second child before the age of 22, but she was determined to not be added to that number. She became a student at the University of the Bahamas, but was unable to finish due to financial challenges.
I felt as though that was at the end of the road for me, but I told myself, no, Daphne, you cannot stop. You came this far and you will overcome this. I started BIBT, Bahamas Institute of Business and Technology, January 2017. I'm completing this year, and I'm graduating July of 2019. 2019 means so much to me because in 2009 I was unable to walk across the stage to receive my high school diploma, but in 2019 I will walk across the stage and receive my associate's degree in tourism management.
She says teenage pregnancy is a serious issue in the country, and she's asking the public not to be so harsh on other young women who experience the same fate.
A lot of times, person just say, oh, she was probably a rude child or something like that, or a fast child, but in reality, that's not the case. I wasn't, my first time having sexual intercourse, here it was, I was pregnant. I didn't expect that, but that's what happened, So you can't never say, okay, she had a fast life. Don't judge someone because you don't know their story. Instead, take the time and encourage them.
And for teenage mothers, she says it's not the end of the world.
Never for a second think so, because you can't come out of it. You understand? You just have to tell yourself that, okay, my life paused. It didn't stop. So after the pregnancy is over, you press play again and you start it all over and you do what you have to do. You get that high school diploma, you get that college degree, you make a career for you and your child.
Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Natalia Hall.
Great story, and now it is time to ask the doctor.
Welcome. Yvette asked, over the last 4 weeks, 6 members of my family contracted what we believe to be pink eye. The symptoms were severe and lasted anywhere from 7 days to 3 weeks. Everyone who had it experienced pink eye at a much earlier age for about 3 days only, and the symptoms were much milder. Was our recent experience really pink eye, or was it something else? Yvette, thank you for your question. What is commonly called pink eye is what we call conjunctivitis. It is an inflammation or infection of the conjunctiva, which is the clear covering that lines your eyelid and covers the white part of your eyeball. When small blood vessels in the conjunctiva become inflamed, they're more visible. This is what causes the whites of your eyes to appear reddish or pink. Pink eye can be irritating, and treatment can help ease the discomfort. The answer is yes. You and your family's recent experience sounds like pink eye because it can be contagious. So early diagnosis is important because medications such as antibiotic eye drops can help limit the spread. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. A check on sports is up next with Ricardo Lightbourne.